just got to say, you know, there's a lot of fake people, watching and acting like they're not. Okay? I want to talk about that on my walk today. Some of y'all, I've been getting downloads from saying I miss Miss V's walk talk morning walks on the weekend. So we're gonna walk and talk again, okay? On some weekends like we used to a couple of years ago on the channel. So some of y'all don't realize that some people is real fake in y'all life. They might be smiling and being all nice and getting along with you, but meanwhile, they're watching you. When they're not on the phone with you, when they're not talking to you, they're watching your social media, they're monitoring you, and they're trying to match your frequency, okay? They're trying to match your frequency, and they don't want you to know that they're doing it. Some people want you to think that they're just as tapped in or connected to God as you are. So they're watching you, asking questions about you, investigating you, and then they plan to show up. They plan to show up and act like they're tapped in, okay? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they're just repeating what they saw you were doing or what they heard you were doing. They want you to think that they're just as much of a divine one as you are. Some of y'all better start tapping into I call it the under energy. When y'all talking to people and people are building y'all up and saying y'all wonderful and oh, they so glad to have you, y'all better start just staying quiet and stop soaking that in real quick because the under energy will tell you whether or not they watching you, okay? You can get a download that somebody watching you all while they're talking to you. That has happened to me. I've been on the phone talking to people, even people that I was coaching, even people that I was like kicking it with, okay? Or people that actually sent me a gift. And I could sense that through my intuition that they was watching me on my free time. And I'm like, why don't they realize that when you watch somebody in secret, that still has a vibration? And then people don't understand that. People think that a smile hides that because people don't think watching in secret is wicked. People don't think that. We live in a world now where people think it's normal to just watch people in secret because the whole world is doing it except divine ones that's focused on their mission. So my thing, what I found out is when somebody's a little bit too much like acting entitled to your help or entitled to your blessings, and they seem to be competing with you, one upping or one downing, those are the same people that's watching you and investigating you. Let me say this one more time because I want to make sure y'all heard this very clearly. The people that seem to be going around and round and round with you and y'all never get anywhere, like the relationship never really moves forward, it just always circles back to them. Like they're always the feature, the sadder one, the madder one, the hurter one, all of that. Those are the same people that's watching you. Those are the same people that's asking questions about you. Okay? Hi everybody. All right. So as you see, y'all see all the insults that came in here? Those are people that's watching me. See, those are people that is studying me, watching me, and they think they know my gender. They think they know me. They're waiting for a time to attack. Now y'all see what I'm talking about. I was dancing on my TikTok yesterday, and I've been talking about working out. So you see what I'm saying? Some people watch you because they're monitoring the steps you're taking so they can plan an attack. So that's another issue. They're monitoring the steps you're taking, like watching your channels, watching your social media, monitoring the growth you have in, and then they're planning what they want to say to bring your spirits down or to attack you. And I'm gonna make this very clear before I continue this video. If I get any type of stereotype of attack, if you come for me one damn time in this video, I'm going to file harassment charges on you. I'm tired of being harassed on here. Okay? And let me say it one more time. Anybody come for me in this video, you will be taken directly to YouTube. I'm gonna take some time out of my personal day to personally get your account locked. I'm gonna screenshot your comment and get it locked by YouTube. I'm done warning people. I'm done. I'm not even visible on this video, so there's no reason for me to be getting attacked. That means anybody who attacked me on this video has been watching me already. That means you're harassing and you're stalking me. And you need to be blocked from YouTube. And I'm gonna make sure you be blocked. You insult my race, you insult my body type, you insult my name, I'm gonna get you kicked off YouTube. It's gonna be my personal goal. And I might go ahead and use my powers to get you locked spiritually. Don't try me. I'm not fighting nice no more. People want to fight dirty because I'm an African American woman. Well, we could fight dirty. I got enough Scorpio placements in my chart to fight dirty. So don't come for me. Too damn early in the morning for all that. This is not the hood. This is not the hood. This city is an old city. Just because you see an old city don't mean it's a hood. This is not the hood. Ain't nobody robbing and stealing and killing on this street. See what I mean? Now y'all see what I mean. Stop making assumptions, because when you make assumptions, you make an A out of you. Every place that got old buildings ain't no hood. It could just be an old city. There's a school on this street and there's a police station. This ain't no hood. Ain't nobody walking up and down the street. You see, every time I film on the street, do y'all see any crackheads? Do y'all see any drug dealers? No, because this is not the hood. It's a landmark. This is a landmark city. This is a city with a lot of history. So a lot of this property here, they cannot take down because it has history. I can't stand it. Now, I was racist to me. Oh, you hear an African-American woman talking and she happened to be somewhere where there's old buildings, so it's automatically the ghetto? Racist. Telling y'all, I said don't come for me. Do not come for me. If this was the ghetto, this early in the morning, you would already see people out here doing drug deals. This is a retirement community. These people are old. They work hard. They got more than one job. You know, they don't got time for none of this nonsense. There's a lot of white folks in this neighborhood too, as well as black folks. They're not about none of that. So shut up before you make assumptions. Worry about your own damn neighborhood. This is why a lot of people are broke, because they're too busy trying to monitor complete strangers. If you're monitoring complete strangers, where they live, what they look like, you a creep. That's creepy business. And that shows you don't have a damn life. You do not have a life. And that's what I'm talking about on this video, in this video. Being fake. Waking up fake. Now, ain't that sad? A lot of people waking up fake, looking to judge and be critical and all that because they running from their own damn problems. They won't look in the mirror and they won't face their own reality. It's ridiculous. And a lot of people are being real fake with watching people because they're too busy in a low-key, secret, hidden competition, knowing they are. They want to see if they're getting ahead of somebody. I'm going to tell everybody in this damn chat, you're not getting ahead of me. I'm done with my rank. You're not getting ahead of me. You're not. Unless you're done with your spiritual rank, you will not get ahead of me. You will not. We can sit on this phone and you can get 3 downloads, I'll get 10. So people better understand that some people are just going to be more spiritually powerful than them. So stop competing and take a seat and find out how they got to that level. But people will not. People will not humble themselves among high-ranked spiritual people and find out how the hell they got to that point. No, people want to sit up there and be like, oh, we the same. No, we ain't the same. The fact that you had to say that let me know that you fake. I don't claim I'm the same as anybody else and never will. The moment you try to say we the same and you start to talking to me and saying I'm just as powerful, yeah, I'm very, very psychic. I already know that you ain't that damn psychic. Because I don't go around telling nobody in these streets or on the streets of YouTube that I'm very psychic. I don't have those conversations. It don't even come up on the phone. Because I prove it. I prove it by what I do and what I say. I'm an action-based person. If you got to run around here and tell everybody how powerful you are in conversations on the phone out of nowhere, yeah, I'm very psychic, yeah, I'm very gifted, yeah, yeah, I could do this and I could do that. I know right then that you insecure. That you are insecure. That you're trying to say, you're saying it to convince yourself. You're not convinced. And that's why no more ascension will happen. You get stuck at a certain level of ascension. We living in a world now where people need to stop caring if anybody knows how gifted they are. When you do that, you don't try to step into other people's light and other people's way. Just do the work and reap the benefits. That's it. Now, I want to talk about the fake people who want to prove to you that they so powerful that they can keep picking up your energy. Y'all know those people that while you talking, they quiet on the phone. They sitting there quiet trying to tap into your energy and see if they can read on you or see if they can get downloads on you and then want to tell you so you'll think that they're more powerful than you. That type of spiritual manipulation, that's narcissistic and it's fake. And if you're sitting on the phone calls all silent while somebody's sharing their life with you and then you open your mouth to tell them something about them or all that type of stuff, to pick that they snatch up their downloads or whatever, then you're a watcher too. You're a creep. Tapping in somebody's energy on a phone call on purpose, you're no different than a stalker. I don't know why people don't think that's stalking. I'm at the point now you got more than one time to sit silent on the phone and don't validate and don't engage in a conversation about what I'm saying. And not one upping and not one downing. You got one time and I already know you're trying to tap into my energy. That you're trying to read on me while I'm talking. There's a lot of women doing this. Being sneaky. A lot of women doing this. Sitting on the phone with their women friends and saying, we cool, we tight, you my homie, but sitting there real quiet while you share your life and have no compassion and don't even acknowledge what you're saying and then want to open their mouth to share a download that they think they got from you by tapping into your energy when they were silent. If it happens to me one time, I already know you're a witch. Witches like to tap into your energy without permission. And when they're in your presence or when they have you on the phone, doing it on purpose, that's a witch. But a lot of people is not going to admit it. They're going to say, what's the matter with that? If you ain't got nothing to hide, because it's disrespectful. That's what's wrong with it. And it's creepy. It's creepy. And you thirsty. Fake people be knowing how powerful you are. That's why they want to keep on tapping in. And then they want to say they're chosen and favored. No, you're not. If you got to keep tapping into my damn energy and reading on me on a phone call or reading on me when we're having lunch, then you ain't favored. You're using me to masquerade like you are. And then some of y'all should feel the same way. Some of y'all got to understand, some of them people wouldn't even have that guidance if they wouldn't have tapped into your energy when you was around them. They wouldn't even have that breakthrough. And they know they was reading on you. And they know they got a download when they read on you. But they don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you. They want to act like that they just got it suddenly by God. Look at these guys. Y'all see those dogs up there? They getting their bark on. I'd be so scared they gonna jump off that roof. They know not to jump off. They ain't no fool. I like to walk past those dogs because it gives them something to do. They wait for people to walk down here to bark. That's the limelight of their day. They want to get. They're not going to do nothing to me, y'all. These dogs around here will bark, but then as soon as they walk up on you, they just look at you. They don't do nothing. They're well trained. They know their owners ain't having it. These dogs, they know they don't want to get in trouble. I deliberately did this video like this with this walk because we're supposed to be being very creative this week, starting today if you're not. So I'm giving y'all some inspiration. Remember I told y'all, I'm not helping y'all showing me on video. Some of y'all are not connecting to God just by looking at me. Y'all need other things to see. Y'all need things that some of y'all may never see. Some of y'all may live somewhere where there's never flowers like this. Or there's never no type of, see this right here? This is inspiration for artists and writers and things like this. Some of y'all got to understand, but a lot of what we have is made out of junk. Okay? The junkyard is abundant. Some of us got to realize that we would have saved a lot of money if we would have made our junk work. People better not be so quick to always say, ooh, I don't want to live there. Can you imagine the inspiration? The inspiration. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look how that glass has nothing in it and that glass has something coming through. See that? That's called like juxtaposition in poetry. That's juxtaposition. See this this kind of stuff right here can be just inspiration for an entire poem or narrative or even the opening of a novel or something. Some of y'all better realize, stop being so quick to move from y'all neighborhoods. It might be more abundant than you think it is. I wrote some of my best work living in this neighborhood. Some of my most recognized work awarded living in this neighborhood. I've come up with some of my most amazing lines just living in this neighborhood. If something was always so perfect and beautiful to see, where would you get your inspiration for dark, for the shade? See this? Look, somebody that made up a word, gangery. In literary, you don't have to have, you can make up words. You can make up words. You can break the rules and put a, look at this, see? Look at that. These people wrote on this wall because they wanted people to see their art. That's what they were trying to do. Look at that. But we just walk by that stuff, don't we? We like, oh, this is joke. But the only reason why people see that as junk is because they're, I ain't trying to be smart, but when you get tapped into God, you see that all this is working for you. Like you know how to make it all work. You'll figure it out. And so that's another topic I want to put in this video. Some of y'all got to stop trying to know the how and just dive in and figure it out. If you get stuck, just go get some help and then go back at it. Stop trying to know the whole how before you get things started. I realize that a lot of people who got some fake ways, they don't have faith. Okay? They won't dive in and just do it. They want to know everything from top to bottom before they even do it. They're not that strong. Fake people are weak, y'all. I'm just telling you. They so weak, they won't even just dive in and just see if they can figure it out. They just run around just trying to take from everybody. Because they cowards. Straight up cowards. And that's why I don't deal with, if you got a fake vibration to you, I already know that you shopping from me. You don't have no faith. I don't want to hang out with faithless people. I don't want to hang out with people like that. I mean, the faithless people, they don't even take one tiny step. They won't even take one tiny step in their goals, to achieve their goals, their dreams. They'll just sit around and keep saying they're going to, talking about it, trolling the internet, watching you, lying and saying they are doing it, or saying that they're going to do it, or going back down memory lane and saying they did it once. Nobody cares if you did it once. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, whatever you're supposed to get from God, that you gotta inherit it. The devil always gonna put a lot of anxiety and fear in you. That's the ultimate test. That's the ultimate test. The second test is whether you're gonna be too generous and give the power to somebody who don't care about you. That's the second test. Some of y'all be giving y'all power to these fake people. Then when y'all go to sit down and create, nothing coming out of you. Okay, that's the second test. The third test is if you're going to say, well, this ain't happening fast enough. Let me do something fast. Am I going to just follow tradition and go and go get it and go do something else? Y'all, let me tell y'all about this neighborhood. This neighborhood got so many birds. It sounds like an aviary. When it gets like in like June, you can barely talk out here. There's so many birds. It's like thousands of birds just talking. That's one thing I love about this neighborhood is it feels like you're in the jungle. So let me go back to the third test. The third test is whether you're going to throw in the towel and say, well, this ain't happening fast enough. This ain't happening fast enough. Let me go do something that's fast. Let me just go work at McDonald's. Let me just go ahead and get me a fast food job. See? So, but the fake people, they fail in all those tests, y'all. They're failing all of them. They're failing them. They're saying, well, you know what? This ain't happening fast enough, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do something quick. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do something that I that everybody could do. They say, well, I'm gonna go ahead and cheat. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep talking about how I used to do it. Have you ever had that fake person that always want to tell you about how they did it before? I did it 10 years ago. And you're like, dude, like you don't got no new work. You're not doing nothing new. But you keep wanting to talk about the glory days, the old days. Now, some females do that too, but they do it in a sneaky way. They do it in a sneaky way. But they try to act like they're not doing it. They just throw it into like the conversation talking about their ex-boyfriends. So they'll be talking about their ex-boyfriend, and then they'll be like, yeah, and I was looking all good back in them days. I was all thick and fine, and I had it going on. And I'm like, they jumped right into talking about how they used to be. So it's like, don't talk about that, because I'm gonna tell you no lie. Whatever you achieved last month, if you're not still pushing it and still putting it out there, it's dying. I don't mean no harm. It's energy vibration is fading away. You're losing connection to it. So why keep talking about that you did it? Fake people will use old achievements to compete with you. And you're like, okay, you didn't do nothing new though. Like, where's the new stuff? Yo, it's crazy. But some of y'all women, y'all better stop hanging out around females who keep on sitting quiet around you for a long period of time. And seem like they don't never wanna validate what you're saying. People want to call them introverts. There's introverts, extroverts. If they were such an introvert, why are they on the phone with you? If they're such an introvert, they shouldn't even be on the phone with you. They shouldn't even be kicking it with you like that. They should be by themselves a lot. Why they always coming towards you or willing to sit on the phone with you? Because they tap it in. Y'all, I'm telling you. My goodness. And some of y'all better be careful who y'all accept gifts from. Because some people think that gives them permission to watch and stalk you and tap into you. To not respect your boundaries all because they gave you some bread. Narcissists do that. They think they paid. They think they paid for the right to channel your energy. A lot of people feel like long as they don't put spell work on you or pray against you, that it's not wicked. It's wicked to be monitoring somebody's energy and acting like you're not. And I'm saying this because I recently realized I got 4 people doing it to me. Somehow they did spell work where I wouldn't be able to sense it or pick it up. But I started getting some weird sensations and feeling sick, and I kept feeling like I wasn't alone, and I kept feeling like somebody was watching me and stuff. And then I realized it's them. And then I got the download, and then today, this is a very important video because I was told twice in the last 2 days, somebody ain't who they appear. Some of y'all got a fake friend or a fake partner, they fake. And y'all might not realize it. Take that as it resonates. And they trying to block you in the morning. They tapping into your energy in the morning hours. So some of y'all better learn how to be alone in the morning hours, because something is going to happen for some of y'all that's very special. Okay, it's going to be early in the day. It's going to be maybe in about a month or 2 or so or something like that. Okay, you might get a breakthrough or see something, but it's, there's other information for that. But I'll put that for my members today. But some of y'all, if y'all keep on dealing with certain people in the early morning hours, they're blocking you. And let me tell you, when you let somebody keep tapping into your energy, tapping in, trying to reach you when they on the phone with you and stuff, and when they on a lunch date or around you, that person could also be pulling you to them. And when they're pulling you to them, they're pulling you away from whatever you're supposed to be manifesting. So don't be so quick to sit around people who always want to be silent unless they bragging about themselves or one up and one downing. I'm gonna say this one more time for y'all ladies. Some of y'all dealing with a boo and got a friend, okay, who's not who they appear. They're not. This came as an angel download, and it came also with the oracles. Be careful. Stop letting your right hand know what your left hand doing. I'm getting that some of y'all got a friend that's literally running around and using what you know and your downloads, whatever they're picking up from you, they're using it for their own business. And some of y'all may end up having to sue. I'm sorry to give y'all this news. Some of y'all might end up suing the person, going to court. So be quiet. If you've been sharing with your friends, since you don't know who it is, now for some of y'all it's a family member too. Since you don't know who it is, don't say nothing no more. Don't share your downloads with them. Don't be sitting on that phone letting them tap it into you for like 10 minutes. Don't even do it. Y'all, I'm telling you, this month is so important. It's not even funny. This is such an important month. Okay, this is like the beginning of a huge breakthrough for a lot of us. Keep your mouth shut. If you, it came out in the oracles and the pre-oracles I did today. Some of y'all gonna regret being a people pleaser. Y'all gonna regret giving people information over and over and over again without charging them a fee and without copywriting it. No more talking about your powers without copywriting it. Write it down and publish it on Amazon or something, or something like that. That way you have documentation. So if some of y'all been running y'all mouth for the last 3 months, sharing things you know, mouth and sharing what you know, I advise you to those conversations over the scribd.com to just make sure you have some documentation record of it. Some of y'all got somebody that's hanging out. I don't know how this is going on, but hanging out on your social media. If you got a channel and if you got some sort of business, they're hanging out there and they're taking notes. They're using you as their teacher, and they're going to put it out there and make money off of it. And you're going to end up trying to sue them. Okay? Some of y'all should know right now that I'm chosen to be the bearer of bad news. I don't know why God chose me for this. I do not know why. But that's what I'm chosen as a high priestess. I'm chosen to reveal people's secrets, the tricks that are people doing in the dark, the wicked. I'm chosen to get those downloads, to get it through my intuition. I'm chosen to sound the alarm and give y'all warnings. It has to do with the cosmic energy and the energy, just the life, the life path that God chose for me. So when I give y'all these warnings, take them seriously. Don't take these as a joke. Okay? I'm not 90% of the time, I'm not wrong when I give a warning. My family will tell y'all. If y'all knew me offline, y'all would be like taking this stuff 10 times seriously. I have warned my family on many occasions, and this stuff happened. Told my daughter to be careful of the stop sign. And my intuition said something was going to happen at a stop sign to her, and she got in a bad car accident a month later at a stop sign. This is what I told my one friend. His friend was going to steal from him, do something wicked with the music or whatever. He didn't listen to me, and the guy did it. Okay? So it's time to, if you ain't been achieving in silence, be quiet now. You helped enough. It's about getting the bag now. No more people pleasing, y'all. That was a warning that came through the oracles today. Some of y'all gonna regret being a people pleaser. You're gonna regret it for a long time. You've been generous enough. No more. Take a break. Focus on yourself. Get your money. Get your, like Nicki Minaj, get your weight up. Work out, self-care. Okay? All right. Somebody said I like the Summer Wine by Nancy Sinatra. I never heard that. What's this, fake Sinatra? I did it my way. I do like Frank Sinatra. It's summertime and the living is easy. There's a dog over there. Is that a dog? See, y'all, look at all these dogs. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. I might play me some summertime. I'm letting y'all see a few things, okay? Maybe y'all get some inspiration. So y'all have a lot of resources coming through. If y'all been looking for creative resources, a lot of them are coming through right now online, okay? So look on the events and look up some of the stuff and find some inspiration. Now, I'm gonna just say some of y'all gonna have to be careful about being solicited by somebody that's married. I don't know if some of y'all was dealing with a married man, or some of y'all may have somebody that's married might be coming to y'all. So be careful about adultery and screwing around. I don't know if some of y'all are married, thinking about stepping out or dealing with. So being judged. Sorry, y'all. So I'll let y'all see. Everybody. So yeah, somebody realized the grass is not greener, but they're in judgment. Okay, they're in judgment. Now some of y'all was dealing with somebody who was fooling around, who was married and fooling around, and they think they're trying to get out of their karma.